Judith Riegel with the County Health Executives Association, and also today on behalf of the California State Association of Counties in strong support.
Dr. Gina Lewis, pediatrician in Oakland and mother of a special needs child, and I strongly support this bill and will sign the form for any of my patients. Thank you.
Bruce Palmer, Health Officers Association of California. Physician health officers in California's 58 counties, co-sponsors and supporters of the bill.
David Gonzalez, I'm here on behalf of two clients, Bay Bio and the California Association of Physician Groups. Happy to be here in strong support for both.
Les Shepard, on behalf of the Association of Northern California Oncologists and the Medical Oncology Association of Southern California, in support.
Justin Garrett with the March of Dimes on behalf of our 55,000 volunteers here in California, in support.
Emily Fletcher, I'm a pediatrician at Children's Hospital Oakland, and I'm here in support of this bill today and be happy to sign the form.
Dr. Alejandro Diaz, graduating pediatrics resident from Harbor UCLA Medical Center in Torrance, also father of two children. I support the bill and I would sign the form for my patients.
Rachna Sheth, resident at Harbor UCLA, proudly support the bill and would happily sign the form for any family that requests.
Hi, I'm Janice Kim. I'm a pediatric resident from UCLA and live in Santa Monica. I support the bill and would sign the form.
My name is Dr. Zareen Tajani, and I'm a physician in Los Angeles, and I will sign the form and I support the bill. Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Kimberly Montez, UCSD Rady Children's Hospital. I'm in strong support of this bill, and I will sign your form.
Dr. Andrea Valadez, Children's Hospital of Orange County. I strongly support this bill, and I would gladly sign the form.
Dr. Nguyen from Kaiser, Southern California's pediatric resident, and be happy to sign this bill for anyone after discussion with the parents. Thanks.
Anna Kuo, a pediatrician in San Francisco and mother of three. I would absolutely sign this form for a family, and I support the bill.
Yaska Fukuda, member of American Academy of Pediatrics and the California Immunization Coalition. I support AB2109. As pediatricians and family practice and all the healthcare providers, we would like to help inform parents, and we will sign the bill. Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Mika Hiramatsu, pediatrician in Oakland and parent of two. I have many patients who seek alternate vaccine schedules. I would be happy to sign their forms as well as any of my patients. Thank you.
Stuart Cohen, pediatrician in San Diego, Masters of Public Health. I'm currently the district vice chair for the American Academy of Pediatrics, California, and I speak as a parent of four sons, the youngest of whom is 6, who had a life-threatening but treatable blood disorder at age 1, thought to be due to the MMR vaccine, and who is dependent on herd immunity of the community for protection from measles vaccine. Now, I strongly support this bill, and I strongly support pediatric vaccinations.
Hi, my name is Dr. Holly Martin. I'm a pediatrician in San Francisco and mother of two, and I would happily sign anyone's form. Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Sayumi De Silva, pediatric resident at UCLA Medical Center, Mattel's Children's Hospital, expressing strong support for the bill, and I will happily sign anyone's form that comes to my clinic.
Hello, Dr. Anthony Russell here in Sacramento with the Permanente Medical Group. This bill is extremely important to the safety of all of our children throughout the state, and I definitely will sign this form if necessary. Thank you.
And I am Charles Wibblesman, a pediatrician in San Francisco and the president of the Northern California chapter of the American Academy of Pediatrics, representing 2,200 pediatricians. And I strongly support this bill and will be more than happy to sign the consent, help the parents sign for the consent. Thank you.
Dr. David Fazell, I'm a third-year pediatric resident at UCLA. I support this bill and will sign the form.
I'm Dr. Caitlin Bailey. I'm a pediatrics resident at UC San Francisco. I support the bill and would happily sign the form. My name is Dr. Alex Corral, a resident pediatrician at Children's Hospital Oakland. I would gladly sign this form and strongly support this bill.
I'm Dr. Kathleen Romero from UCSD Pediatrics Rady Children's Hospital, and I strongly support this bill.
I'm Dr. Nicole Webb, member of the American Academy of Pediatrics and pediatrician at University of California, Los Angeles, and I would happily sign this form.
I'm Dr. Valerie Barnes from Monterey County, Assemblyman Munning's home state. I have been the Director of Pediatric Services at the County Hospital for 24 years. And indeed, yes, I will sign the bill when I counsel the parents.
I am Dr. Rosalind Shorenstein in private practice of primary care internal medicine in Santa Cruz. I'm a member of American College of Physicians. I'm a mother of 2 and grandmother of an 8-month-old. I support this bill and will gladly sign the form.
My name is Brendan Smith, pediatrician in San Francisco. I strongly support this bill and would sign this form.
Dean Cascino, family physician, Santa Cruz County, medical director of the Dominican Medical Group. Seeking strong support of this bill, I would happily sign the form for my patients.
I'm Dr. John Jameson from Salinas, California. I'm a pathologist, and I too strongly support the bill and would be happy to sign the form if it's not too late.
My name is Dr. Chris Thrash from Santa Monica, California, and I would be happy to sign the form.
My name is Dr. Kiran Mehta. I'm a member of the American Academy of Pediatrics. I invite the opportunity to talk with my patients and their families about this important issue, and I will gladly sign any forms.
My name is Dr. Jacques Corvo. I'm a pediatrician in San Ramon and Lucille Packard Children's Hospital. I strongly support the bill and would gladly sign the form.
I'm Dr. Nancy Graff. I'm in practice in San Diego, and I strongly support this bill and will sign the forms.
I'm Dr. Brian Williams. I'm a resident in internal medicine and pediatrics in San Diego, and I support this bill and would happily sign a form.
Dr. Edward Bentley. I represent the Santa Barbara County Medical Society in support of this.
Dr. Beatrice Teta, pediatrician here in Sacramento, and I support this bill.
Dr. Koo from Sacramento. I'd be happy to sign the form too.
I'm Dr. Jessie Duval, a pediatric resident in San Francisco and a member of the AAP, and I would happily sign the form. Dr. Jessica Schumer, pediatrician in San Francisco, and I'd happily sign the form.
I'm Caitlin Russin, pre-medical student at University of California, Santa Cruz, and I support this bill.
Aisha Simji, ophthalmologist from Orange County, mother of 2 children and 20 adopted children and grandmother of 27 children. I strongly support this bill.
My name is Priscilla Chi. I'm a fourth-year medical student at Loma Linda University, soon to be a child neurology resident at Loma Linda as well. I will happily sign any forms for patients necessary next year. Thank you.
Dr. Stephen Woods, pediatrician from Los Angeles, residency training director, member of the AAP, certainly support this bill and advocate for my patients and would certainly sign a waiver if requested. Thank you.
Nicole Wortelman on behalf of the City and County of San Francisco in support.
John Christensen, emergency physician in Santa Cruz. I strongly support the bill and will sign waivers if presented.
Thank you. Other witnesses in support?
Chair, if I may, Catherine Austin Scott, representing the California Naturopathic Doctor Association. I'm glad to appreciate the amendments and glad to remove our opposition to this bill, which was based on inclusion of naturopathic doctors as those that can consult with their patients and regularly do consult with their patients on these issues. So for the amendments, we remove our opposition at this time. Thank you.
And to clarification, that amendment includes under the supervision of a MD.
Naturopathic doctors under the supervision of MD can currently administer vaccines, so that would include that, yes.
Thank you very much. Other witnesses in support? Okay, now we're going to move to witnesses in opposition. I would ask for those providing substantive testimony to please come up to the front table, and others that want to weigh in with opposition, please queue up at the microphone at the floor. And the same rules will apply. We will take 3 minutes each from 2 opponents, and then your identification, name, affiliation, if any, or your city where you come from, and noting your opposition. We will not, because of time, we will not be able to entertain any substantive testimony from the floor mics. Opponents, please introduce yourselves, and the floor is yours. The clerk will be the timekeeper. Thank you.
Do I give handouts too?
Yes, if you have handouts, please hand them to the sergeant. Sergeant, would you help, please, with the distribution of handouts? Thank you. Could we get the testimony started, please? Thank you.
Ready?
Please, the floor is yours.
Hi. Thank you, honorable members of the Assembly Health Committee, for this opportunity to explain to you the serious and severe underlying problems with AB 2109. My name is Dawn Winkler. I'm the California State Co-Director of National Vaccine Information Center, which is a national organization. We have over 3,000 members here in California. Plain and simple, this bill is absolutely not about parents receiving accurate information regarding vaccinations. There is no possible way this bill will result in parents receiving any more accurate information than they already have available to them. This bill is about making it more difficult for parents to exercise their right under the law to a personal beliefs exemption from vaccination. It is no secret that there are many who would just as well take our exemption completely away. The reality is parents will not be able to obtain the signature of a healthcare practitioner for this exemption, nor should they be forced to in the first place. I have brought evidence of the fact that parents are not going to be able to get these exemptions. Why on earth should parents have to obtain and pay for permission from a healthcare practitioner to opt out of a medical procedure which carries risk? What else will we have to obtain permission to opt out of in the future? AB 2109 will cause severe interference with both the right to a free public education and the free exercise of religion as guaranteed under the Constitution. California does not have a separate religious exemption. This means that parents currently opting out of vaccination for religious reasons will still have to obtain the signature of a healthcare practitioner to exercise their religious beliefs. This is outrageous, in my opinion. AB 2109 poses a grave and serious threat to medical freedom and freedom in general in the state of California. You are being severely misled regarding the outbreaks of disease and the true vaccination rates. The unvaccinated are not the reason for these outbreaks. Vaccination rates are high in California, well over 90%. There is no crisis. The pertussis outbreaks, contrary to popular belief, have not been caused by unvaccinated individuals. Regarding the recent California outbreaks, and I quote, "The rise in pertussis doesn't seem to be related to parents refusing to have their children vaccinated for fear of potential side effects." Second, regarding the pertussis outbreak in 1997 in Idaho, the myth of vaccine refusal played no part in this outbreak. Source for both, CDC. Lastly, I myself have endured and suffered enormous grief and pain and hardship over this issue. My own daughter died as a result of vaccination 17 years ago. When trying to research the issue and make a good, honest decision for my son, he was suffering from an immature airway. In order to be seen by a pediatrician, I was asked to sign off for consent forms for all vaccinations for the first 2 years of his life. The doctor literally would not see my newborn son unless I consented. Most of you got 8 vaccines. Today's kids get over 50. Please leave this in the hands of the parents.
Thank you. Next.